Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a Diffle puzzle. This is Wordle, but we don't know how long the word is. So I usually like to start with a long word that uses all the vowels. Today I'll go for a long word that doesn't quite use all the vowels, but it doesn't duplicate any letters. Let's try Egyptian. Oh, it's turned out to be quite useful. We've got 3 yellow letters. That means they appear in the word, but not in this order. And then we've got the green AN. So they're green, so they're in the right order, and they're also joined together, which means they're consecutive. So given that the other 3 letters are all yellow, they would have as many green letters as they possibly could. So for example, if the T was before the I, but they were both after the AN, then I think the T and the I would be green rather than the A and the N. So the fact that all 3 of those are yellow means I think the sequence is something like that. Of course, there's going to be other letters in between, but I think it specifically has to be an A and an N consecutively, and then an I, T, and E in that order. But again, not necessarily consecutively in that case. So, does that help us at all? It can't be granite. It doesn't have to be ITE specifically consecutively. That's the trouble here, because there are quite a few options. I think anything that ends ITE feels like it's going to be some kind of rock, like manganite. I don't know if that's a rock or a Pokemon, but it sounds plausible for something, but clearly we've ruled out the G, so it can't be correct anyway. But what can we have? That is the question. And I don't know the answer. We could have a duplicated A, I suppose. It could be an IATE ending. I wonder if that's more likely. Still struggling to think of any options, though. Let's put these letters back in and see if that helps. Or maybe let's do something like this. We'll put some X's in to signify where there might be other letters. Really not sure this is going to help me picture the answer, but you never know. I don't need it to help me picture the answer, I just want it to help me picture any possible answer. ITTER? I keep thinking of something like writer as an ending, but it can't be typewriter. I keep thinking of sandwriter, but it would be sandstone or something typewriter. They don't really go together. So that's not particularly helpful then, is it? What else has got this I, T and E in? I don't know. Bandited? Something like that? We definitely could have that kind of ending. What would be before the I, though? I don't think bandited specifically is going to be a word, is it? Sand... something, I don't know. It's not in the word list. I didn't think it would be, but I knew it wouldn't be correct even if it was in the word list, because it's clearly not common enough. But I thought it would get me some more information. Bandites. Yeah, I knew that wasn't in the word. Clandestine would work, but I think it's too long, because there is a character limit. I say you don't know how long the word is, but it's 5 to 10 letters almost always, I think. It can't possibly be more than 10, because it won't let me put in another E. And it's definitely never been shorter than 5 as far as I've known it, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. Oh, I don't know what to do. We're going to have to go for something that cannot be correct, just to get some more information. I just need to test if it is this ITE ending, and it's not. They're not even consecutive. And I'm wrong about it even being in that sequence. The E is yellow, so that means it's before the T. So I've completely messed this up. I'm surprised that they didn't make the E and the T green rather than the A and the N. I suppose it's because the A and N are joined together. So that means it could easily be an IEST ending. So I should have gone for this a long time ago. Okay, so it's EST, but they're not the last 3 letters of the word because they've got a rounded border rather than a hard border, so there is still something that comes after the T. So manifesto is going to be correct. Oh, I'm glad I went for bauxite. I should have gone for it much sooner just to confirm my suspicions about the ITE, because I was convinced it had to be in that order, but it wasn't. So that was a struggle. We only got there in 4 guesses. That's not too bad, but it took a lot of thinking time. Well done if you were quicker off the draw with me than me with that. That is Diffle. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.